What if I told you one of the most advanced cities in the world was in Africa, a kingdom with massive walls longer than the Great Wall of China, a city so organized, so clean, and so powerful that early Europeans were left speechless. But here's the part they don't talk about. Much of it was destroyed, and what remained was taken. This is the story of the Benin Empire. Let's travel back to what is now southern Nigeria. Here stood one of the most powerful and sophisticated kingdoms in African history, the Benin Empire. At its center was Benin City, a place unlike anything many had ever seen. When Portuguese explorers arrived in the 15th century, they described a city with wide streets, structured layouts, and impressive architecture. This wasn't random, it was planned. The city was organized into districts governed by a strong central authority led by the Oba, the king. But what truly set the Benin Empire apart was its engineering. The kingdom built an enormous network of earthworks, walls, and moats stretching thousands of kilometers. Some historians consider them among the largest man-made structures in history. These weren't just defensive, they reflected planning, labor, and coordination on a massive scale. And then there was art. The Benin Empire produced some of the most detailed and sophisticated artworks in the world, especially the famous Benin Bronzes. These were not simple decorations, they told stories of kings, of ceremonies, of history. Each piece showed a level of craftsmanship that shocked European observers. But this kingdom wasn't just about art and architecture, it was a political and economic power. The Benin Empire controlled trade in goods like ivory, pepper, and later interactions with European traders. It had systems, it had structure, it had influence. This was not a primitive society, it was advanced. But then everything changed. In 1897, British forces launched what is now known as the Benin Expedition of 1897. What followed was devastating. Benin City was invaded, the palace was burned, the kingdom was dismantled, thousands of artworks, the famous Benin Bronzes, were taken, not preserved, taken. Today, many of these pieces are displayed in museums across Europe, far from where they were created, far from the people whose history they represent. And just like that, one of the most advanced kingdoms in Africa was reduced to ruins. But here's the truth. The Benin Empire was never just about the past. Its legacy still lives on in its art, in its history, in the people who continue to tell its story. And today, there's a growing movement to return what was taken, to bring the Benin Bronzes back home. Because history isn't just about remembering what was lost. It's about reclaiming what was taken.
So the next time someone says Africa had no advanced civilizations,
remember Benin, a kingdom of power, of innovation, of brilliance, a kingdom the world couldn't ignore. So it tried to erase it,